Hey, 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 there you are. Good morning, everybody. Big Bear coming at you from Boynton Beach. Yes, it's December. I'm kind of stuck here about a week, and it's going to be in the 80s all week, unfortunately. The law of attraction works, guys. You want me to teach it to you? Hang tight. Let's go down that rabbit hole. The law of attraction, what's it about? Being joy. Everybody wants to be happy. Look up John Lennon and what he said about being happy. Don't you want to be happy? I wanted to be happy. Let's go on a joyride. J in joyride is joyful. And so when we look at who we are and our I am and our being and our microcosm and our sphere of influence and who we are and what we are and what we want to be, we can look at our vector from what we used to be to what we are and see a direction. And then we can also look at where we are now and where we want to be and what that direction is too. And so we can decide, number one, we can kind of figure out for ourselves who that person is and do we want to be that person? Are we in correct alignment? And if we are, then who do I have to become in order to get what that person has and in order to be that person and be experiencing life like that person? Is it simple? Is it easy? Is that person joyful? When you look ahead 5 years from now, who do you see? And if you don't see what I see, I'm suggesting think about it. Decide if maybe you want to rethink what you see and how much you control you personally have over that. So, in my opinion, it's a pathway. In my opinion, it's repetition. In my opinion, it's mindset. In my opinion, the biggest thing that changed me from drinking 6 days a week to I haven't been drunk in 12, 13 years. There's video of me singing karaoke, tossing back. One of the last times I really sang karaoke much was about 7 years ago. I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in 7 years. I quit smoking 7 years ago, same timeline. Those were parts of 5-year plans that I created for myself and changed my life through the law of attraction, through the law of the pen, through these things that I teach. Hang out. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Learn to love yourself, though. We're going to do it joyfully, right? It's a joyride. J stands for joyful. We're not hurting ourselves. We're not going there and darn it, you done this again and you got to quit and you got to drink wheat germ. We're not drinking wheat germ, guys. It's about love. It boils down to the Jim Rohn the parable of the oxygen mask. And he says when you're on the airplane and you hit the bad spot and turbulence is coming and you might wreck and the oxygen masks drop down, or the cabin depressurizes and everybody might pass out. And you got a kid with you, man, so you grab the oxygen mask when it comes down and you grab the strap and you put it on yourself. You don't put it on the kid. You fix yourself, because if you go down, you're no good for nobody. That was me. That was when I was in survival mode. I needed an oxygen mask. I needed to take care of me. I was rock bottom and I hit with a thud. I didn't bounce. So I had to bounce. I had to find joy in my life. I had to start doing some of these things. I didn't know what I was doing. I just boom, 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 boom. And then I finally, eventually found somebody that kind of helped me organize my thoughts. JOYRIDE. Isn't that great? Isn't that fun? I made a little car. And you're in your car and you're having your joyride. And so Acronyms help us simplify our lives. And if you can just focus on a few things like this, and just one at a time, and make your little wheel do that, and just through repetition. You can do it your way, do it anyway. But nothing changes till you change. So if you need change, change. How are you going to change? Change your way then. This is how I changed. Come with me. Love yourself. Put the oxygen mask on. Joyride. Joyously organize your resolve into determined energy. We can talk about every one of these. Come join me. Joyously organize your resolve. You know, Kung Fu. Yeah, your resolve. Remember, I couldn't walk to the... Remember they told me I had Crohn's. You got Crohn's. Biopsies were negative, guys. I took a leap of faith in myself. Joyful. Let's go. 3 things that you can do today, and you can lather, rinse, repeat. You can do it once a week. Because we're going to do joyful, right? I mean, we're going to do a joyride, excuse me. That's 7. Isn't that funny, 7? Did I plan? Can you You paying attention? Repetition? You can pick a day. Why not Sunday? That'd be tomorrow. If you're watching this, because I'm making this today, it's Saturday. And every Sunday, you just focus on being joyful. Every Monday, organize yourself. Mondays are a lot of hectic, so breathe. Take a second. Sharpen your axe. Your resolve. Each day, pick something. We'll talk about this. Because your possession still deserves a talk. If you want to talk about what you resolve, and then into, what does that mean? It's verbiage, it's activity. Determined, psychotic focus. Broken focus is the number 1 reason people fail in their endeavors, not the number 2 reason. Energy. We talk for forever on energy. Let's rewind. Joyful, 3 things. Gratitude. Number 1, gratitude. You want to be joyful, have gratitude for what you got. It's not so simple. We are pre-programmed to want more and more and more and more and more. The first way to express gratitude is to thank God. The second way is to appreciate others. The third way is to seek correction. Because I'll do a whole talk on that. And when you seek correction, the way to appreciate it is changed behavior. Hello, mind, body, spirit. Help others. Is that a way to show gratitude? Help others. All right, number 1, gratitude. Number 2, create. You want to be joyful, right? You want to be joyful. What makes you more joyful than the creation of something? Have a baby. How joyful is that? Create music. Do you have to write the music or just play it? Sing. Use your voice as an instrument. Speak. Bzz. I say do art, make art, art. Go art. Go write. It's being creative. Number 2, create. Teach. It's a fun one. We'll do a talk on this. Reciprocity, which is what you give away, you get to keep. Have you ever noticed when you teach something, you teach yourself? You reinforce your own beliefs, and if you do it right, you will fix errors in your judgment. You'll fix errors in your seeing, particularly when you bounce it off another person and air it out. It's one thing to read it and think it. It's next when you teach it. And then, another way to create is to exercise. You exercise a muscle, it builds mass. You exercise your mind, it expands. You exercise your spirit, Mind, body, spirit. The list is unending. Okay, guys? This is just 3. Next, 3, get outdoors. What can you get outdoors? You can get air, sunlight, water. You can get exercise and rest. Did I just say new start? Be joyful. New start makes you joyful. What I'm teaching makes you joyful. I'm teaching it because somebody taught me. I paid good money to go through this program. I went 18 days. Had a blast. I became joyful in mind, body, and spirit again. I used my 2 TTs to reset myself, realign myself, and get this back. I needed this! Ugh! You want that? Let's go, bitches.